named our senior project A Healthy Promise. That's a picture of me swimming. And this basically says that I eat right and I stay healthy by swimming, running track, and I eat homemade meals instead of going out to eat, and that is proven to be healthier because it's not as fattening as McDonald's foods.
And what I think being healthy and being active is you don't have to like give up like everything that's unhealthy, but you can like eat it in like little portions and like eat more vegetables and fruits instead.
And we thought this project would be a good idea because we both are active in sports and we both think that being healthy is a good thing to do. So the problem is that 12.5 million children between the ages of 2 to 19 are obese in the United States.
Poor diet decisions can affect them mentally and physically. So, like, let's say they're going to school and they're tired, that can affect them too.
And children 8 to 18 years of age spend an average of 7.5 hours in front of the TV, their cell phones, reading magazines that have misleading messages, and which is the next bullet, advertisement. It sends off the wrong messages to kids. And I'll mention later on that all of our kindergartners thought that McDonald's was healthy because of false advertisement and for McDonald's. Like, they are sending off messages, oh yeah, drink our food, eat our food, it's good for you, we're making a healthy menu. And it's not the case. Our big question.
Our big question is, how can we get kids to eat healthy and stay active?
These are just some facts that we found. 2 in 5 people do not eat breakfast every day. How many of you guys think that's true? Raise your hand if you eat breakfast. That's about 2 in 5. Obesity most commonly begins between the ages 5 and 6 or during adolescence. During 5 and 6, you have that advertisement from McDonald's saying, oh, eat my food, drink my milkshakes, and they're like, oh, that looks really good, I want some of that. And that's what they beg their parents for, and sometimes like the parents don't know how to say no. What would you do if a crying child was in McDonald's wanting a milkshake? Say yes.
When parents play with their kids, it makes the kids want to like be active with them and like have a healthy lifestyle. Like they can like, walk their dog together or play sports together and everything like that.
It's basically lead by example.
And eating dinner together would help like the little kids like eat better and stay more active because of what they see their parents eat. So. And getting more sleep would help them feel better during school. Like I don't get that much sleep, so like when I come to school I'm like really tired, and that like affects me learning. So.
Alright, children need 60 minutes of play a day. So one of our things was get out and play for 60 a day when we went to the elementary schools, hoping that would catch on, and just teach them to be active for 60 minutes a day. And adults only need 2 hours and 30 minutes a week, which is, I think, 30 minutes a day if I calculate it out for like 5 days. So adults just need less, and it's better for kids to get out and play for 60 a day because then they aren't running around, driving you crazy. So if you have a sibling or something that's younger, go outside and play with them. This is our journey. The first day, we went to Gaynard Elementary and we basically found out what they knew, and we taught them what we knew. So, introduction.
So basically we went to the classrooms and we went around, introduced ourselves and saying who we are and why we're there. And so we went around the classroom asking what their students' names were, and they would like name their like favorite food or drink. And like most of the time they would answer something like fruits or vegetables. But like I think there was this one kid who said his favorite food was pancakes or like candy. And yeah. So.
There was quite a few students in Miss Recker's class who answered candy, cake, and ice cream. There were a bunch of them that said that. After we said it doesn't have to be a healthy food, it's your favorite snack. And when kids think, like, before we said we were coming in and talking about health, so that threw them off and they thought it had to be a healthy food to eat. But when we said it doesn't have to be healthy, a lot of them changed their mind and said, I like waffles with syrup and I like ice cream and cake. So that helped us kind of determine they do like this food, how do we change that? We played 2 games with them, and the first one we asked, what do you know about being healthy and eating the right foods?
So Emily and I, we created like this poster board, and like one side is unhealthy and the other side was healthy. And we also cut out like different shapes of fruits and vegetables, and the kids would like randomly like draw out like a random fruit or vegetables. And it was either unhealthy or healthy, and so they would like choose what side it would go on. And there were a couple mistakes, but I think the most common mistake was they thought McDonald's and bacon was healthy. And,
these are some pictures of the kids doing an activity. If you notice on this one, in the far left, bacon is on the healthy side. Here's another one. They had a lot of fun doing it. Since it was Velcro, they were like, oh, this is cool, and it just got us to hit on it. Leonardo said our result that most of the kids put McDonald's on the healthy side, and after we asked them why they thought it was healthy, and we just got answers that they didn't know, they just thought it was good. So we decided to tell them, oh, McDonald's isn't really good for you. Instead of eating French fries, go home and eat some carrots, and we thought that would be healthier for them. Alright, the next game that we played with them was Would You Rather. And we just played it in the classroom where you stand on one side or the other. And they had a lot of fun just moving around with this. And we asked questions about staying active and eating right. When we played this, I asked common questions like, what do you prefer, ice cream or cake? Just to like start them off, and then I got into like carrots or something non-healthy like French fries. And then they would start choosing like the French fries or the carrots, and like they were trying to make it so they didn't really choose the French fries, but a lot of them were honest, and that was really good to help us find out that we need to inform them even more. Here's some more pictures of the kids just sitting in their seats. A lot of them just had a lot of questions, a lot of things to say, so they were really excited about this. And basically the result was they were split half and half. A couple of times like I asked, like, would you rather go and have a homemade meal or go out to eat at McDonald's or Burger King or Subway? And they all said, oh, the fast food place. So, but most of the time it was split half and half, that a lot of kids would stay at home or go out to eat. And then another question I asked is if they had a breakfast or a bedtime, and that helped us determine that they need to actually have a bedtime. And then another common question I asked was the McDonald's and go out and stay home, and all of them pretty much chose McDonald's. leftovers with if you don't feel like cooking the next day. That way, you don't always have to keep going to McDonald's. We talked about staying active next, and we found out what they mean.
Basically the kids knew like how to stay active. Like many of them played sports or they would like play around during recess. Like most of them liked to play on the monkey bars, and some of them even did gymnastics. Like they like to do flips and mostly kickball. They like kickball a lot. So.
When we asked questions about staying active, a couple of times I asked, would you rather watch a lot of TV or run outside and play games with your friends? And we had just a couple that chose playing video games over hanging out with friends and jumping on their trampolines. They love to jump on trampolines. Before we left, we gave them a challenge, and this is what it was.
Like after the first day was over, and before we left the classroom, we told them that the next week when we come back, we challenged them to like try something new and like be more active, like whatnot.
This is the second day. I don't know if I mentioned before, but we went to each classroom 2 days. And the first day we talked about staying active and eating right. And the second day we actually did it with the kids. So this we titled Fun Day. When we came back, we asked how the students' challenge went. If they tried a new food, if they got outside and played with their parents, or if they played by themselves. And this is what we got.
We found out that many of the students, if not all of them, tried the challenge. But we also found out that they didn't take the challenge of trying something new, like maybe like tomatoes or all that stuff. But we found out that many of them tried to stay active, and this one girl told me that she walked a dog with her dad to stay active and play on the trampoline and play more outside, I guess.
Alright, so when we went outside with the kids, we went out onto their field and just kind of came up with ideas to help them run around and just get crazy, I guess. It was really fun for them. Okay, in Miss Jacobs and Miss Schaefer's class, we took them outside and did relay races. They had one that we just ran back and forth and tagged each other's hands. And then they had one where they had to bunny hop with both legs together and just keep going. We had to run backwards, and we also had them play leapfrog. Oh, we also gave them an obstacle course. And here are some pictures. They play leapfrog in this picture. And they were really cute. It was funny to watch them do it because a lot of them were like, oh, is she done? And then they stand up and the other person be jumping over them. It was just really cute to watch. This is on the obstacle course. They had to go up a slide and then over the monkey bars, like through the monkey bars, and then over this balance beam and then run back to their teacher. Those are some of the monkey bars. Alright. And then we decided that it didn't really work the way we planned. It was fun, but we were hoping that they would have more fun with it. So the second day that we went to Miss Terpstra's and Miss Recker's class, we decided to go outside and play tag with them. We played 2 different types of tag. We did blob tag, which is where you hold people's hands and you make a big blob, and once you get 4 people, you break off into 2. And then we played freeze tag, where you just stand there frozen until someone unfreezes you. And then after we played tag, we played duck, duck, goose. And little kids love that game. So here are some pictures of them playing tag. More tag. They were just having a lot of fun with it. It's just running back and forth. This is duck, duck, goose. We played with them, of course, because we believe lead by example, so that's why we played with them. they kept tagging me as the goose, so every time get up and run around. That was really fun. And then after we played outside, we had the kids come in. The first thing they did was wash their hands, which is what you want to remember before you eat food, especially playing in the dirt. So then we made trail mix.
Yeah, so we came back to the room and they washed their hands, and then we decided to give them a treat. So for the ingredients for our trail mix, it included goldfish crackers, pretzels, banana chips, dried cherries, and peanuts. And I went around and asked questions with the little kids, and I asked them out of the 5 what was their favorite. Most of them said goldfish crackers, and some of them said that they didn't like the banana chips or the dried cherries because it tasted like raisins. So, yeah.
Having those ingredients, like a lot of kids didn't have them before, so it was a great opportunity for them to try something new. And one of the things that they say in elementary schools is, try it and you'll like it. So they all tried our food, and some of them liked it and then some of them didn't. But that always happens. Here's some kids getting ready to get the food. We gave them little sandwich bags so they could scoop it themselves, learn about the serving size, and mix it up themselves, which I thought was more fun than just having us have it pre-made for them. It gives them a chance to actually learn what we are doing with them. All the kids, they're so fun to be around. And so, this is the answer to our big question.
So the answer to our big question is that it doesn't take much, or it's not like that hard to stay active and be healthy. And we try to teach the little kids that, like, they don't have to go like to a gym or like, I don't know, buy like a lot of like fruits or vegetables. They can just grow like a garden and exercise with their parents.
Well, that concludes our presentation. Do you guys have any questions for us?